So we'll begin with a small invocation. Just be at one place. Take a few deep breaths, slowly, deeply. Inhale, exhale. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of every inhalation and be aware of every exhalation. Gently touch your heart, gently touch your crown. Mentally or verbally just affirm, we are one, we are one, we are all one. There is only oneness. And at this moment, I choose to experience this oneness. To the great Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my beloved spiritual teacher, Grandmaster Chokuk Sui, to Lord Bodhisattva Mailing, to Lord Melchizedek, to all the spiritual teachers, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, to the spiritual sun, to the central sun, to the hierarchy of angels, to our guardian angels, the angel assigned to the Triangles Blessing team, the beings taking care of today's session, the beings taking care of every Archangel meditation session, the beings of connectivity, the beings of resources, technology, connection, the beings of love and wisdom, and all the beings of light present in our rooms right now. We are very grateful for your presence. We are very grateful for your blessings, for your contribution at all levels. With deep gratitude, deep respect, and lots of love, we thank you all, we thank ourselves, we thank everyone in full faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you for being here. Lovely Thursday morning for most of us, and for some it's night. Okay, so before I share what I have to share, I just want to say I'm very excited for tomorrow, because tomorrow we are starting Oracle card reading course, which is open for all. And I think I did not share it in any of the videos or anything. So even if there is anyone who would choose to register today, and if you don't have the Oracle deck yet, we can still do the card reading online till the time the deck arrives. So if somebody says, oh my God, it's too late, I don't have the deck, I can still, how will I do it? So you can still do it. I have everything in place, everything in check. So yeah, I'm so super excited. It's like, I'm just waiting for the time when we'll be just starting it. So I just wanted to share that. And I request Jaydeep if you can just share the message in the chat. So in case anyone is still interested and you just said, I don't have the deck, you're more than welcome, and you'll not regret being there without the deck also. It's so much fun. So that joy is just too much in me. So I welcome everyone to be a part of that journey where we work on receiving and understanding the divine messages, or let's say the guidance that comes to us in any and all forms, and to be able to help ourselves, and to be able to help others, and to be able to earn rightfully. So everything will be covered in that. So thank you for sharing the message. Anyways, I have a beautiful thing to share today, and I am sure everyone would be very interested to know it. So I'm reading this book these days, and it is the book title is Occult Principles of Health and Healing, and the author is Max Heindel. If you can just see the name of the author and the book. Okay. And I was just going through it, and few days ago, I came across this chapter, and this chapter is Heredity and Disease. And when I started reading it, I was like, oh my God, I really need to share this part with everyone, because I am sure in every one of us would have at times at least thought about it if have not experienced it. It's very easy. Like I'll say, it feels funny to me, that we as human beings, the way we kind of come up with excuses and the reasons for what we don't know. So if you go to somebody who belongs to a spiritual background, okay, and if you say that there is this problem happening, let's say diseases, okay, so a spiritual person, when things are out of hand, out of control, I'll show it. The person will say this is karmic. That's the excuse. Every healer, everywhere, anyone, whose services are not helping, the thing comes is it's karmic. And karma ke aage kya chalta? There's nothing beyond karma. And that's true. But the truth is, everything is karmic. Every single thing is karmic. It is not just that the bad things that are happening is karmic. Everything is karmic. You and me being here is karmic. If I and you are experiencing some good things in our life, that is also karmic. There has never been a time where God says, okay, I have a lottery here. Let me just pick the name. Okay, Nirmal ji, lottery is there, and you will be the millionaire in this life, and you are millionaire. No, it doesn't happen like that. And if somebody says that, okay, this XYZ person, and then the lottery, oh my God, you have just got losses, so you will be bankrupt in this. It doesn't work like that. So that excuse of karma, it's not an excuse, that's the truth, but that's not just related to something not good, it's related with everything. For that matter, what kind of knowledge we will receive, what kind of help we will receive, what kind of situations will be where we can be able to contribute, everything is karmic. The kind of friends we attract, the kind of uh, place we are born to, the kind of parents we have, right from religion, skin color, height, everything is karmic. So there is nothing new. Okay. Now, if you go to a medical doctor, then the word comes hereditary. Somebody in your family must have it. That's why it is happening. And because it is hereditary, we cannot do much about it. So different people, different background, different words. So now let's see the occult aspect of it, or let's say the spiritual aspect of heredity and disease. So I'm just reading one paragraph. It is beautiful, but before I forget, I'm just sharing the picture of this book again. I mean, the book again. This is Occult Principles of Health and Healing. So this book is wonderful. It talks about everything right from how this body came into existence. Just like we talk about sun, that it was, gases and different kind of gases, and then they all got together. It's like right from when the humans did not have this solid form, we were in a very wiggly. It just starts from there, and it covers a lot of things. So for heredity and disease, the chapter starts with, unfortunately, people seem to lay their bad traits to heredity, blaming their parents for their faults, while taking to themselves all the credits for the good. I think it happens with all of us, right? If if I have any, like if I'm going through any challenge, let's say if there is an issue of blood pressure, I'll say, oh my God, it's the fault of, the family generation I have these people. So it's like all the bad our parents and ancestors have done, and all the good that's happening, it is because of me, because I am such a laborious person. That's 90%, or I think, I don't know, maximum I have seen it happens. And if we don't verbalize it in our weak moments, it comes to our mind. If I had the parents who are athlete, I would not have problem with exercises. My father was a businessman. He was lazy, and so I am lazy. That's that is a universal truth which lies, for all humans. So the book says, or the author says, the very fact that we differentiate between that which is inherited and that which is our own shows that there are two sides to man's nature. One side is of the form, and the other is the life side. So these two words are very important. There are two aspects. One is the form that we have, and another is life. So the meaning what I received from this, and it's a bigger chapter, I just wanted to start sharing with this particular paragraph. So when we say form, so let's say this body, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, when we were conceptualized and when we were given this body, we had the ingredients, the cells, the DNA, the chromosomes, which has the influence of our parents and their parents and the entire ancestor line and our own karma as well. Okay. It is like the gross material we are made of has a certain kind of trait. So let's say if there is a hereditary, like if there is something that's coming in the generation, let's say an example of blood pressure, it's widely experienced these days. Let's say the example of high cholesterol. That means if I am being given this existence, the physical form, it is prone to blood pressure issues. It is prone to cholesterol issue. It is not destined that I will be a patient of lower high blood pressure or cholesterol or sugar or cancer or arthritis, and the list goes on. Because along with my birth, there is another aspect to it, and that is the life side. Like, you know, that's not deniable of the fact that if I have this tendency of being prone to a certain ailment, and if I have a friend who does not have the tendency of being prone to that ailment, if that friend, for example, have not good lifestyle, maybe that friend will take longer for that particular ailment to manifest in his or her body. It will work, manifest in me faster. That is the only difference. But the life side gives us that ability. So when we respond to life differently, when we make choices differently, when we have, healthier habits, healthier thoughts, positive thoughts, doing good, not responding. My father was an abuser. He used to hit. So I am also going to hit. So when I break that pattern, when we are doing it, things will not manifest. Is it making sense to everyone? I am not saying I am not the author. The author is Max Heindel. But I am the person who have experienced this teaching in my life, and that's why I'm sharing it. I have experienced it personally, that there is a family, same family, two kids. One kid is sick, another is healthy. One kid is extremely poor, another is extremely rich. Why? One gets things easily and another struggles for everything. So there is one thing that is form. So the ingredients that we have of our material has a role to play, but the life side is in our hand. So the way we respond to life, the way we respond to things, the way we work on ourselves, we define if I or you are going to experience the same problems that our parents and their parents and the entire ancestors have faced or not. So there is no way where we can say that I am going through it because of them. I am going through it because I am not putting efforts. Parents are not at fault. Parents were also not given in the lucky draw, no? That, okay, see, there are good, healthy parents, very rich, and these are really poor parents. Let's see which lucky draw is coming and where will you be born. No. Every minute thing that is there, whether in form of a person, place, situation, Everything is there because of what I have sown in my past, what I have done in my past, and what I need to transform. So the fact is, I can have 100 of fingers, no matter what I do and wherever I point them to, everything that happens to me is all me. Good as well as not so good. So the way we respond, the life side has a very important role to play. But we just, find it easy to blame, and then we just say, okay. So have that spirit in you that there is a form undeniable, but there is a will and there is a life aspect. And if you respond better, no wonders you could be the one who can end that pattern, and you could be the one who can, start a fresh new health, new well-being, new background, new ingredients for your offspring in coming time. But it requires effort. It requires effort. So today's sharing was from this aspect, so that if ever there are people who have fear in them, that, oh my God, I am going to experience this ailment, I am destined, this will happen. That's not true. That is not true at all. You have a control over it. And I think we can look around and see there are a lot of people who are even cancer survivors. Yes or no? We have success stories among us. There are a lot of people who have gone through, like organ failure completely, and then suddenly miracles happening. If we look around and if we search in every ailment, we will have success stories, but there are few compared to who suffer. Why? Because there are few who put extra effort in not responding and being a part of that same pattern that's happening. So this sharing is from that space that we have that freedom. Would anybody please write down the name of the book? Yeah, I'll write it down. I'll write it down and share. And if you want, you can just take a screenshot of it, Is it clear to everyone? This is the name of the book, Occult Principles of Health and Healing, and this is the name of the author. Right? And if somebody who has taken a screenshot or then just please share it in the group so that all who have not, they can. Now, there is one more thing I'll say. Now, there are so many books, so many wonderful authors, wonderful information, but then not everybody is getting benefit of it. And the question comes by, why is that? The reason is laziness. So laziness is not just in terms of physical laziness. It is also emotional laziness. It is also mental laziness. It is also spiritual laziness. So when we don't want to apply much of our mind, you say, it's okay, please somebody do some session or record and I'll just listen like a capsule. Just tell me. But then when we tell or when we just listen, it does not go that deep when we spend time and struggle to understand what it means. I'll share one of my testimony, okay? So, especially with this book, this is a book of health and healing. So I recognize that there are certain ways my body respond when some kind of release is happening, when you do healing or some release happening. So there is a certain kind of symptoms that my body project, which makes me say, okay, so that means my body is releasing at some level, and emotional, mental, spiritual, whatever, but there is some kind of transformation happening. So I was reading this book, and after some time that symptom started. And when that symptom started, I was like, what did I do? Like, why is it happening? And then, like, I use pendulum and I scan and I check. And what came to me was that the healing was happening just by reading. But then what made me understand is it was happening because when I was reading a part of it, or when I was reading, it was getting a part of me. It's like, sometimes you read and it makes such a deep impact on you that, okay, yeah, that's how it is. Or you're getting an affirmation. So that shift was happening so instantaneously that my body was responding to it. And I could literally feel, oh my God, it's something is getting healed in me just by reading. And it is not just with this book. It 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 is applicable to all those books, all those scriptures which are written by those authors who are spiritually very high. That's why, we have that thing that read Bible, read Ramayana, read Bhagavad Gita. Because when we read those scriptures, but just reading does not help. It does not help. When we read with understanding, and not just understand, but try to apply it in our life, it is very, very, very powerful. So that's the sharing for all of you related to heredity and diseases, sperm and life aspect of it, and the power and the healing that happens when we even read something that's spiritually high. So that's it. I hope that was good information, and I just hope that all those who listen to it can, make use of it in any ways. So you don't necessarily have to have every time the content. Every person, not everybody is privileged enough to buy all those books at times. But knowledge is there in every religion, in every country. It's there. So when you seek for the right knowledge, and when you put efforts for it, you receive. And once you start moving that path, the divine takes care that you have the resources. But we need to put it's like you put one step forward, the divine moves towards you, you know 100 steps, maybe even more. Okay, so with that, let's close our eyes and we'll do the meditation together. Put your hands in front of your heart, facing outward. Let's chant Om thrice. Om. 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 The great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the holy masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power restore the plan on earth. So be it, so be it, so be it. Om. 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 We'll chant the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum and share the blessings. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. May all sentient beings in the higher world, in the middle world, in the lower world, in all the 8 directions, above and below, be blessed by the Universal Supreme Being, by Buddha Shakyamuni, by Buddha Kuan Yin, by Bodhisattva Mailing, by all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May all sentient beings be blessed with compassionate, purifying light and soothing, healing energy. May all sentient beings be soothed of their pain, sorrow, and suffering. May all sentient beings be blessed with good health, happiness, spirituality, illumination, abundance, and prosperity. May the mind of all sentient beings be blessed with divine light, wisdom, and discernment. May the heart of all sentient beings be blessed with divine love, with warmness, sweetness, and compassion for all. May the will of all sentient beings be blessed with divine power, with inner strength to do what is right and to refrain from unwholesome actions and behaviors. So be it. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. To the great Supreme Parabrahman, we humbly request you to kindly bless all the angelic beings, all the nature beings, nature spirits, all the teachers, gurus, messiahs, the hierarchy of angels. Thank you so much, Lord God, for blessing Sun, the spiritual Sun, the central Sun, all the beings of light, love, and power. Thank you for blessing all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and all the great ones who are constantly working in uplifting the creation, in evolution, in bringing in the divine plan manifested. Thank you so much for blessing all the beings of light in our rooms right now. May all these beings be blessed infinitely, indefinitely, without any exception. In the name of God, so it is. Om Mani Padme Hum. Be still, be aware, be super receptive, super conductive gratefully receive and generously share the blessings with every single cell of your existence. May everyone be blessed in all dimension, time, and space, without any exception. The Great Supreme Being, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my beloved spiritual teacher, Grandmaster Chokuksui, to his teacher, Bodhisattva Mailing, to Lord Melchizedek, to the spiritual son, to all the spiritual teachers, gurus, holy angels, masters, archangels, spiritual helpers, to all the great, great beings who have been there, who are there, and who will be there, the beings of connectivity, technology, our guardian angels, the angels taking care of us, our family, our lineage, this session, every session, the beings connected with this team, the Triangles Blessing team, the beings of connection, technology, resources, the nature beings, the beings of light in our rooms. We're very grateful for your presence, for your blessings, for your contribution at all levels. With deep gratitude, deep, deep respect, and with immense love, humility, we thank you all. We thank ourselves. We thank everyone in full faith. To the beings of knowledge, the beings of discernment and wisdom, very grateful for your inspiration. Very grateful. Very grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you everyone for being here, joining, sharing your loving presence. And I just hope that all of you can be that, light for others. So all that you receive, wholeheartedly you can share. And may whatever you need, you are able to recognize it's there. Thank you so much. And we have the service session, so we'll be ending this meeting. Thank you so much. Thank you.